Hello and welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here with us. Today, we are breaking down the absolute biggest, most impactful stories defining Thursday, July 16th, 2026. From massive technological leaps in orbit to escalating geopolitical tensions that are literally shaking the global markets, we have got a lot of ground to cover. We're taking the raw data, the breaking headlines, and the complex reports and turning them into a clear roadmap to help you understand exactly what is happening in the world today. So let's dive right into this.
Here's a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll kick things off with national news, transition into global conflicts, analyze the ripple effects in economics, look to the future with science and tech, examine our environment, and finally close out on the sports field.
Section 1. National News, Infrastructure and Politics in India.
We're starting with a massive figure today, 14,700 crore rupees. This number represents a huge infrastructure push in Haryana, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But the real standout within all this investment, the historic inauguration of India's very first hydrogen-powered train, launching straight from the Jind railway station. This isn't just about spending money. It is a major technological leap for India's transportation sector. It signals a definitive, concrete move toward greener, much more advanced rail networks.
Beyond infrastructure, the national conversation right now is intensely focused on education and business. The NTA has officially declared the results for the highly scrutinized NEET UG 2026 re-exam. And in response to recent educational scandals, leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi has forcefully criticized the government. He's labeled Uttarakhand the epicenter of paper leaks, stating he absolutely won't allow students' futures to be auctioned off. Meanwhile, on the political front, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has just touched down in West Bengal to kick off a 3-day visit packed with high-level administrative meetings. And finally, looking at economic growth, the Delhi government just gave the green light to a massive 400 crore rupee startup and incubation policy designed to aggressively fund new businesses. So, the big takeaway here, we are seeing simultaneous pushes for educational integrity, intense political maneuvering, and heavy state-level investments in future innovation.
Moving to Section 2, Global Conflicts, Shifting Fronts.
We start this segment in Eastern Europe, where action and reaction are happening at a truly blistering pace. Mere hours after the European Union and Ukraine signed a brand new drone production pact, Russia launched a ballistic missile assault on Kiev. The strikes tragically killed 2 people and severely damaged warehouse facilities. It's a stark, immediate, kinetic reaction that really underscores the incredibly volatile nature of this ongoing conflict, where diplomatic and military agreements are met with instant, forceful responses on the ground.
And we're seeing regional conflicts widening elsewhere too. On one side, we have unprecedented actions from the United States, launching fresh military strikes that hit targets near Tehran for the very first time, while also firing on a ship accused of breaking an enforced naval blockade. On the flip side, we see the immediate Iranian retaliation. We're talking drone and missile fire not just aimed at U.S. forces, but directly at U.S. allies in the region, specifically striking Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait. This perfectly captures the terrifying tit-for-tat escalation that's drawing more and more nations into a wider regional war.
Meanwhile, the rhetoric surrounding global interference is heating up in a big way. President Donald Trump has leveled a very serious accusation against China, alleging that Beijing executed a wide-ranging campaign specifically designed to undermine his presidency. Crucially, this allegation includes claims that China sought to acquire millions of U.S. voter records. We're keeping a very close eye on this, as stark claims regarding election interference have massive implications for U.S.-China relations moving forward.
Rounding out our international coverage, we have 2 major governance updates to share. In Ukraine, the parliament has completely reshuffled its leadership, appointing energy sector veteran Serhiy Koretsky as the new prime minister. It's a move clearly designed to optimize and lead the country's wartime economy. And in France, the National Assembly has passed a truly historic assisted dying law. Overriding previous rejections by the Senate, this bill now legally allows terminally ill adults in France to seek medically assisted death, marking a massive, massive shift in the nation's ethical and medical legislation.
Section 3, Economics, Volatility and Surges. Let's connect the dots here, because geopolitics always translates directly into dollars and cents. Moody's Analytics is predicting global growth will slow to just 2.5% in 2026, directly because of the geopolitical tensions we just talked about. For example, Brent crude oil prices are trading above $85 a barrel right now. That elevated price is a direct result of the escalating US-Iran conflict threatening the Strait of Hormuz, causing major panic about the global oil supply. And in India, markets are reacting to this global uncertainty. They're remaining highly volatile as the Nifty 50 index tests the 24,242 mark.
But, it isn't all slowing growth. $114 billion. That staggering number represents the proceeds from U.S. initial public offerings in just the first half of 2026. Experts are calling this a genuine inflection point for the IPO market, and it's being fueled in massive part by aerospace innovation. Specifically, SpaceX's record-setting public debut has single-handedly surged this market forward, proving that investors are fiercely hungry for frontier technologies.
On the trade front, however, the barriers are definitely going up. The Trump administration has announced that starting just a few days from now, on July 22nd, the U.S. will impose heavy 25% tariffs on certain Brazilian imports. This action follows an official investigation into what the administration cites as unfair trade practices. It's a major shift in trade policy for the Americas that will undoubtedly disrupt supply chains across both continents.
Section 4. Science and Tech. Bridging the Future. Remember that explosive SpaceX IPO we were just discussing? Well, this is exactly what they're building toward. Project StarMind. This is Elon Musk's wildly ambitious 2028 initiative to physically deploy solar-powered AI server arrays into orbit. Why do this? To completely bypass the land and power grid constraints of ground-based data centers here on Earth. It is a stunning concept. However, the path to orbit isn't always smooth. We also learned today that the latest test flight of SpaceX's Starship, the world's most powerful rocket, suffered a dramatic last-second abort right on the launch pad. It's a quick reminder that pushing the boundaries of physics comes with immediate, real-world challenges.
Let's zoom out a bit and see how this builds across the rest of the tech landscape. We've got a massive quantum breakthrough at the City College of New York, where researchers have actually figured out how to control magnetic states using only light. That's a discovery that could completely revolutionize advanced optical memory. But as AI and computing power grow, so does their environmental toll. That's exactly why Australia has just mandated that large AI data centers must now generate as much power as they consume, alongside some strict new water efficiency targets. And finally, back in India, startup Mandrake Bio just raised 16 crore for their AI-powered gene editing platform, aiming for breakthroughs in both agriculture and modern medicine.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 5, Environment, Cascading Impacts.
Everything on our planet is interconnected. For instance, a new study revealed that the fatal collapse of Italy's Marmolada Glacier, which tragically killed 11 mountaineers, was actually primed by unusually high temperatures all the way back in 2022, connecting hidden cracks in the ice. Over in India, erratic monsoon rainfall is currently waterlogging fields and washing away nutrients, posing a severe threat to vital cotton and soybean crops. But here's a truly counterintuitive finding. In China, expanding forests are actually worsening water stress. While planting trees cools the air, their massive water intake is reducing river flows in over 50 arid watersheds. And on a global scale, the deepest layer of the Southern Ocean in Antarctica is shrinking so rapidly that it's threatening to slow down the deep ocean currents that regulate our entire global climate system.
And speaking of surprising environmental impacts, we talk a lot about methane emissions, right? Well, a new study has identified a highly unexpected culprit. Of the roughly 3 million tons of methane emitted annually by all wild ruminants globally, fully 50% of it comes from just 6 specific species of deer. Yes, you heard that right. Deer burps are playing a measurable role in our changing atmosphere. It's a fascinating data point that really reminds us how specific and complex ecological tracking has to be if we genuinely want to understand our changing world.
Finally, Section 6. Sports, Championships, and Controversies.
The FIFA 2026 World Cup is wrapping up, but the drama? The drama's just peaking. We have a direct clash of the match versus the politics. The White House has confirmed that President Trump will be in attendance at the New York-New Jersey Stadium this Sunday to watch the massive final clash between Argentina and Spain. But on the other side of the issue, we see a diplomatic row spilling directly onto the pitch. The UK has officially complained to FIFA, urging an investigation into the Argentine team for displaying political banners referencing the Falkland Islands during the tournament. It just goes to show that at this elite level, sports and international politics are never truly separate.
And amidst all that pressure and political noise, Lionel Messi had a very direct message for the critics questioning Argentina's incredible run to the finals. He stated simply and defiantly, "Nothing was handed to us." It is a powerful quote that perfectly encapsulates the grit and grueling hard work his team has put in to reach the grandest stage in football once again.
Wrapping up our sports block today, Major League Baseball has made a historic scheduling shift. They just announced that the 2027 opening day will be on March 24th. That officially makes it the earliest start date in the league's entire history. And over in basketball, the intense scrutiny on the WNBA continues. The treatment of star player Caitlin Clark remains a massive focal point for fans and analysts alike, which actually prompted League Commissioner Adam Silver to publicly weigh in on the ongoing heated debates surrounding WNBA officiating.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer. We've covered a staggering amount of ground today. We've seen hydrogen trains modernizing India, space-based AI pushing the absolute limits of technology, widening global conflicts disrupting oil and markets, and historic moments across the sporting world. So, my question to you, the focused learner, is this. From all of these massive July 16th, 2026 headlines we just went through, which one do you believe will shape our tomorrow the most? Take a moment to really think about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I will see you next time.